Captain Ellis stood at the observation deck, watching as Earth grew smaller in the distance. The diplomatic mission to Centauri had been a success, but not in the way anyone had expected. Still thinking about what the ambassador said, Lieutenant Morgan approached, carrying 2 steaming cups. Ellis accepted one with a nod. 300 years studying us, and that was their conclusion. The Centaurians, with their vast interstellar civilizations spanning dozens of systems, had finally revealed themselves to humanity only months ago. Their technological superiority was undeniable, yet their fascination with humans bordered on reverence. Humans shouldn't exist, the ambassador had stated matter-of-factly during the final meeting. By all logical metrics, you should have perished as a species millennia ago. What followed was a breakdown of humanity that left the Earth delegation stunned. The Centaurians had cataloged tens of thousands of spacefaring species across the galaxy. Most followed predictable evolutionary paths, specialization for specific environmental niches, population growth correlated with resource availability, and technological development focused on overcoming natural limitations. Humans defied all these patterns. Your adaptability exceeds biological norms, the ambassador had explained. No other species willingly inhabits environments ranging from Arctic tundra to equatorial deserts. You transform hostile landscapes, rather than evolving to suit them. Ellis remembered the holographic displays showing human settlements in the Sahara, Antarctic research stations, underwater habitats, and orbital platforms. To the Centaurians, each represented an impossibility, environments no single species should attempt to inhabit. Your cooperation mechanisms exceed social norms, the ambassador continued. You form complex, hierarchical structures with billions of participants who will never meet. You trust abstract systems over instinctual bonds. This should produce paralyzing social friction, yet somehow accelerates your development. Morgan settled into the seat beside Ellis. Do you think they're right? That was some kind of galactic anomaly. The evidence is compelling, Ellis replied, though I think they missed something important. The Centaurians' most perplexing discovery was humanity's relationship with failure. Where other species developed technologies linearly and cautiously, humans embraced catastrophic failure as a learning mechanism. They pointed to the early space program, nuclear energy development, medical trials, and countless other examples where humans deliberately pushed systems to breaking points, studied the resulting disasters, and then tried again with modifications. Your species fails forward, the ambassador had said with what seemed like admiration. You accept millions of individual failures to achieve collective advancement. It defies self-preservation instincts. The Centaurians themselves evolved on a temperate world with minimal seasonal variation. Their civilization developed without major resource constraints, natural disasters, or predatory threats. Their technology advanced through meticulous theoretical modeling, each innovation thoroughly proven before implementation. They never crashed rockets to learn how to reach orbit. They never built experimental reactors that melted down. They never tested medicines that killed patients before finding cures. The Earth delegation had tried explaining that humanity's approach wasn't planned. It was born of necessity on a planet that constantly threatened survival. We adapt because we must, General Thompson had said. Earth shaped us through endless challenges. The Centaurians found this terrifying and wondrous simultaneously. A species forged through adversity rather than nurtured through stability. The galaxy's outlier. The most remarkable conclusion from our observation, the ambassador had finished, is that humanity's apparent weaknesses, your biological fragility, your short lifespans, your conflicting motivations, combine to create your greatest strength, collective adaptation at a pace no other species can match. Ellis watched as the engines engaged for the jump home. They're afraid of us, you know. Morgan looked surprised, but their technology is advanced, yes, but predictable. They know we're centuries behind technologically, but they also recognize we solve problems differently. Ellis gestured toward Earth, now just a pale blue dot. They evolve their solutions. We revolutionize ours. That was the final revelation from the diplomatic mission. The Centaurians hadn't revealed themselves to establish peaceful relations or share technology. They had come because humanity's development trajectory suggested we would eventually surpass them, not despite our challenging homeworld, but because of it. The remarkable ways humans thrive on our vast planet wasn't just the title of the Centaurian research project on humanity. It was a warning to their own kind about the species born on a world that never stopped testing them. As Earth disappeared from view, Ellis considered humanity's future among the stars. The Centaurians believed humans would either self-destruct or transform the galaxy. There was no middle path for a species that turned adversity into advantage, that thrived precisely where it should fail. We should probably feel insulted, Morgan said, finishing the last of her drink. They basically called us reckless, stubborn, and irrational. Ellis smiled. They also called us remarkable, and they're right about one thing. Earth shaped us in ways we're only beginning to understand. The ship accelerated toward home, carrying representatives of a species that had learned to thrive on a world that demanded innovation, adaptation, and an acceptance that sometimes you must fail spectacularly before you succeed. In a galaxy of careful, cautious civilizations, humanity's greatest strength might just be that Earth never made anything easy, and that was exactly what worried the Centaurians most.